Hi dear students, welcome to Geeta's classes. Now we are going to see the next test, Kashi's root test or Kashi's nth root test. This is also called nth root test. Let us see the statement, and all these tests are applicable only for positive term series. So let sigma un is a series of positive terms. Such that limit n tends to infinity, un the whole power 1 by n is equal to L. Then here only for Kashi's root test the conditions will vary, otherwise all the tests you can remember easily. Here only for Kashi's root test sigma un converges if L is less than 1. Usually for greater than what is convergent, no? Here it is less than 1. And second one, sigma un diverges if L is greater than 1 and C. The test fails as usual. The test fails if L is equal to 1. Okay, this is the theorem. For all the other tests we have studied, L greater than 1 is convergent, less than 1 is divergent, and equal to 1 test fails. Only for Kashi's root test it will vary, just remember. Now as usual, problems test the convergence of the series. So here first problem, sigma 2 power n by n cube. And whenever here the formula is un the whole power 1 by n, no? So whenever you have power n, then it will be easy if you do by Cauchy's nth root test. Okay, unless otherwise the name is mentioned, you have to follow that. Otherwise you can do on your own. That is, any method you can follow, whichever method you find easier, which can be applied to the particular problem. Okay, so here un is equal to what? 2 power n by n cube. Therefore what is un plus 1? 2 power n the whole power 1 by n, and the denominator also n power 1 by n cube the whole power 1 by n. Right? This will become 2 divided by, I can interchange these things, 1 by n the whole cube. So what is limit n tends to infinity? It is not un plus 1, it is u power 1 by n. As limit n tends to infinity, un the whole power 1 by n is equal to 2 limit n tends to infinity, 2 divided by n power 1 by n the whole cube. So this will become 0. So n power 0 is 1. You will get 2. 2 is greater than 1. Right? Therefore, according to Cauchy's theorem, therefore by Cauchy's root test, if greater than 1 means here it is divergent. Be careful. It is not convergent. For all the other tests it will be convergent. Only for Cauchy's root test, sigma un is divergent. Okay, next question. Sigma 1 plus 1 by root n the whole power minus n squared. What is un here? 1 plus 1 by root n the whole power minus n squared. In the power, whenever you have n, it will be easy if you use Cauchy's nth root test. So un the whole power 1 by n is equal to 1 plus 1 by root n the whole power minus n squared the whole power 1 by n. So here n and n squared will get cancelled. This will become 1 by minus n is there, no? So I am bringing to the denominator. So 1 plus root n the whole power n. Sorry, 1 plus 1 by root n the whole power n. This n I am writing it as root n the whole square. Okay. This is our un the whole power 1 by n. I have n. N can be written as root n the whole square. Okay. So limit n tends to infinity, un the whole power 1 by n will become limit n tends to infinity 1 by 1 plus 1 by root n the whole power root n the whole square. What is this value? 1 plus, as n tends to infinity, this will become e, right? So e, 1 by e and square, 1 by e square. 1 by e squared value is 0.0 0.1353. If you put in the calculator, you can find out. This is less than 1. This value is less than 1. Therefore, by Cauchy's root test, less than 1 means divergent. So, sigma un is, less than 1 is convergent. Therefore, sigma un is convergent. Only for other tests, greater than 1 convergent. Here, less than 1 means convergent. Be careful. This is convergent. Okay. Third question. Sigma 1 plus 1 by n the whole power minus n squared. If you do this, you can do. It is similar problem of the previous question, n squared. So you will be getting here 1 by e, okay, which is less than, therefore convergent, right? One more problem. Sigma 1 by log n the whole power n. So here what is un? It is 1 by log n the whole power n. What is un the whole power 1 by n? If you want, whenever you have power n, it is easy if you apply root test. So un the whole power n will be 1 by n will be 1 by log n the whole power n the whole power 1 by n. So n will get cancelled. So limit n tends to infinity. Un the whole power 1 by n will become limit n tends to infinity 1 by log n. Log n is infinity, so 1 by infinity it will become 0. 0 is strictly less than 1. Therefore, by root test, less than 1 means convergent. So, sigma un is convergent. Be careful when you are making the conclusions. Okay. One more question. Sigma n plus 1 by n plus 2 the whole power n into x power n, where x is greater than 0. So, what is our un? N plus 1 by n plus 2 the whole power n into x power n. Now, we are going to the whole power n. If you have, then it is easy if you apply root test. So, the whole power 1 by n will take. So, n plus 1 the whole power n by n plus 2 the whole power n into x power n, everything the whole power 1 by n. So, all this n will get cancelled, right? And 1 by n will get cancelled. So, limit n tends to infinity, un the whole power 1 by n will become limit n tends to infinity. I am going to take this n outside, so 1 plus 1 by n this will become, and n into 1 plus 2 by n, right? n will get cancelled and x also is there. As n tends to infinity, this will become 0, 1, this will become 0, this will become 1, therefore it is x. Now, we don't know the value of x. Depending on the value of x, it will converge or diverge, right? Therefore, by root test or by Cauchy's root test, we get sigma un is convergent if x is less than 1 and is divergent if x is greater than 1, and the test fails when it is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, right? So, when x is equal to 1, what happens? When x is equal to 1, un will become n plus 1 by n plus 2 the whole power n, right? Now, I am taking n outside, so n power n into 1 plus 1 by n the whole power n divided by n power n into 1 plus 2 by n the whole power n. So, n power n will get cancelled. Limit n tends to infinity, un will become limit n tends to infinity 1 plus 1 by n the whole power n divided by 1 plus 2 by n the whole power n. What are these values? E by e square. Don't forget, if you have power n, be careful, okay? It is not just 1, right? The whole power n if you have, it is e. So 1 by e, which is not equal to 0. Okay, limit n tends to infinity not equal to 0 means, from the beginning in the first class, introduction class, we have seen if limit is not equal to 0, then it is not convergent. Limit if it is 0, then it will be convergent, right? Not equal to 0 means not convergent. So sigma un is not equal to 0 we got, therefore sigma un is not convergent. We know that it is a positive term series. If it is not convergent, then sigma un is divergent. Okay, for what value we got? For x is equal to 1 we got this value, right? Therefore, by combining all the results, sigma un is convergent if x is less than 1 and divergent if x is greater than 1 and equal to 1. Okay. Let us see one more question. 2 by 1 squared into x plus 3 squared by 2 cube into x squared plus etc. Here nth term they have given, so it is easy for us. N plus 1 the whole power n by n plus 1 into x power n plus etc. where x greater than 0. Okay. So what is un here? Nth term they have given. So n plus 1 the whole power n divided by n plus 1, n power n plus 1. Sorry. Here this is n power n plus 1. Into n power n plus 1 into x power n. This is our un, right? So un the whole power 1 by n we want. So n plus 1 the whole power n divided by n power n into x power n. The whole power 1 by n. So this n will go, this n will go, right? So what will you have now? Un the whole power 1 by n will become n plus 1 divided by n power 1 by n, right? So limit n tends to into x also, into x. As limit n tends to infinity, un the whole power n will become limit n tends to infinity, this one. That is limit n tends to infinity, it will become, you take n outside, 1 plus 1 by n divided by n power 1 by n. N power 1 by n, n into here n plus 1 the whole power n, you will have n plus 1 in the numerator and the denominator you have n power n, one more n will be there, no, n into n power n, here 1 power n, so one more n you will have, n into n power 1 by n. So this n and n will get cancelled, into x also. Therefore now as n tends to infinity, this will become 1, this will become 0, therefore only x you will get, right? Therefore by root test, sigma un is convergent if x is less than 1 and divergent if x is greater than 1 and test fails if x is equal to 1. Right? Now, when x is equal to 1, what is un now? When x is equal to 1, un will become n plus 1 the whole power n divided by n power n plus 1. Right? You take n power n outside here, n power n into 1 plus 1 by n the whole power n divided by, you can write this as n power n into n. So n power n will get cancelled. You will be getting 1 plus 1 by n. So un is equal to 1 plus 1 by n the whole power n divided by n, right? Now you have in the denominator n, so I can use comparison test. So let sigma vn is equal to 1 by n, which is divergent, right, by p series test, right? By comparison test, now you have to find out limit un by vn. Limit n tends to infinity, un by vn is equal to limit n tends to infinity. What is un? 1 plus 1 by n the whole power n divided by n, the whole divided by 1 by n. So n will get cancelled. You will be getting 1. Not 1. Here power n. Whenever you have power n, be careful. This is not 1, it is e. Okay. E is not equal to 0. We should get here for comparison test, you should get a non-zero value. So e not equal to 0. Therefore sigma un is as sigma vn, whatever is sigma vn applicable for sigma vn, the same thing is applicable for sigma un also. Here sigma vn is divergent, therefore sigma un is also divergent by comparison test. Okay. Now combine all these things. Therefore, sigma un is convergent if x is less than 1 and divergent if for greater than 1 and equal to 1 it is divergent. Right? Divergent when it is greater than or equal to 1. With this, Cauchy's nth root test is over, and the next is Cauchy's integral test. We'll see in the next class. Thank you so much for listening.